our answer will be a 2, like that. Have you seen? So hope you have seen how we are taking the coordinates, the coordinate of x1, the coordinate of x2. Hope you have seen. Okay. And I'm receiving a feedback. There's someone who want to connect, want to come in. Okay. Okay. Let's continue. So after putting 2 here, 5 minus 2, which is 2, we can now cross multiply at this juncture where we have reached. We can say 1 times y minus 2. The answer will be y minus 2, which I've already written here. And then now we'll come to negative 2 times 2, it's negative 4, like that. So this is now an equation. It's a straight equation. Okay. So before we go to the next step, is there anyone with a question for me?
It's not a question. I just wanted to just go through a little bit.
Kindly come again. I didn't get you clearly. Kindly come again. Joas.
I'm saying that it's not a question, but try to go through again the same question.
The same question. Okay. Okay, Joas. Okay.
Yeah.
So what I'll do is let me just try to finish it and then I'll erase to restart the question.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. So here we can correct the like terms by bringing negative 2 this side. When negative 2 comes this side, it will be a positive. So mean that we're going to have y is equal to negative 4 plus 2. So y is equal to negative 4 plus 2, it's negative 2, of which you need to get here that y is equal to negative 2 to show your calculation. Okay, so Joas, I said I need to redo the question if I can redo it. So let me just erase what I've done here. Um, 2018, it's saying a straight line passing through. What I'll do is let me draw a straight line. This is a straight line passing through point A. This is point A with coordinate 3, 2. Okay, and then I'll write B to be here, which is 5, y. So the question is saying a straight line passing through point A and B has the gradient of negative 2. So the gradient, let me write it here. The gradient is negative 2, like that. So find the value of y. So the first thing that you are supposed to do, you indicate the formula so that the exam can see that you know what you are doing. Okay, so this is the formula for the gradient, which is gradient is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Once you indicate your formula, you need to identify between coordinate A and coordinate B. Between coordinate A and coordinate B, which one will contain the x1 or the x2. Okay, you need to check which one will contain the y1 or the y2. So it's just a matter of indicating to say I want the values in A to have the ones, these ones which are here, or I want the values which are in coordinate A to have the 2's. So this is just a choice that you need to make. If you want, you can make the coordinate in B to have the 1's. Or if you want, you can make the coordinate in B to have the 2's. You are free to choose whatever you want. So now I said, for us, let's choose coordinate A to contain the 1's. So coordinate A will have the 1's. So mean that coordinate A will have the x1, the y1. So mean that these 3 will represent x1. These 2 will represent y1. And then this 5. So since we have chosen coordinate A to represent the 1's, then automatically coordinate P will represent the 2's. So mean that 5 will represent x2. And then this y will represent y2. So as we are substituting then, whatever there is x1, y1 will get these values. Whatever there is x2, y2 will get these values. And our gradient, it is -2, this -2 here. So now we can substitute. So we have -2 is equal to, what is y2? y2, it is y. This y, which is what we are looking for, because the question is saying find the value of y. Okay, minus, what is y1? If you come to y1 it's 2. Okay, this is 2, like that, over, what is x2? So x2, it is 5, like that, minus x1. x1, it is 3, like that. Okay, so after doing this, we can simplify our denominator. We can simplify our denominator. So before we simplify, is there anyone with a question? Is there anyone with a question? Are we okay?
Yes, we are okay.
Yes, no.
All right, okay. So let's simplify our denominator. So I'll simplify by writing the answers here. So we are going to have -2 is equal to y minus 2 over 5 minus 3, it is +2, like that. So mean that we have simplified our denominator here. So 5 minus 3, it is +2. Thereafter, remember, this is an equation which is in fraction form. But for us to enjoy this question well, we need to convert this fraction form into a straight equation by cross multiplying. Okay, so cross multiplying, the concept of cross multiplying gives us a way in which we can convert a fractional equation into a straight equation. Okay, so we are going to multiply 1 times y minus 2. 1 times y minus 2. Okay, so let me just write my answer here. Okay, let me just write my answer there. So y minus 2 times 1. So the answer is y minus 2 is equal to, okay, is equal to -2 times 2. It is -4.
-4.
Thank you. All right. Okay. So from here, we can correct the like terms, right? Because our m, we need to remain with y. We need to remain with this y. Therefore, we can correct the like terms by making this -2 come this side. Okay. So mean that we're going to have y is equal to -4. If -2 crosses the equal sign, this negative sign, it will change to a positive. Okay, thank you. So it is the rule which is there that whatever number or letter crosses the equal sign, its sign must change. So now we can simplify -4 plus 2. It is -2. Yes. So now when you do this calculation, remember, as I said earlier on, all this calculation during your test or final exam, you need to show your calculation here. Because if you don't show your calculation here, the examiner or the marker will presume that you are just copying. One, the examiner or your marker will presume that you had a leakage. So you need to show all the calculations here. Once you show your calculations, don't forget to indicate your final answer here. That's the reason why there is a word here to say answer. So meaning that this answer here, you need to bring it down to say y is equal to -2. So this is your answer. Okay. So in today's demo, I've just showed you how you can calculate I've just showed you how you can calculate question 1, question 2 and question 3 of 2018 GCE final exam, just as a way for me to show you how I conduct tuitions online. So thank you for your time, and let's see if at all there's any question. Please feel free to ask before we can call the meeting to be over. Is there any question for me?
Yes, I wanted to ask on question 2.
Okay.
I had a problem with my network, so I didn't get the question.
Okay. So let me share my screen again so that we can go to question 2. Let me share my screen again. Just a minute. I'm almost there. Okay. So question 2. Okay. Hope you're able to see my screen.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, wonderful. Just a minute. Just want to move. Okay. So this was question 2. Okay. So question 2, it was just a simple question saying evaluate. We are evaluating 27 raised to 2 over 3. We want to evaluate. This question comes from a topic called index and notation. Indices and notation. For you to evaluate this question, you need first of all to convert this 27 into a power or into an index. So 27, when you multiply, remember, when you multiply 3 times 3 times 3, the answer is 27. So this simply means that 27, it is the same as 3 raised to 3. Okay, so this 27 here, I'll write that it's the same as 3 raised to 3 times, what is our exponent? Our exponent is 2 over 3.
Over 3.
Exactly. Thank you. So now we just need to simplify our exponent. Remember, if I can get these exponents, I write 3 by 2 over 3. There's a lot of ways in which you can simplify it. One way, you can multiply this 3 times 2 to have 6 over 3, and then you divide 3 into 6 to have 2. Or you can divide or cancel 3 into 3, 1. 3 into 3, 1. 1 times 2, it is 2 over 1. 1 into 2, it is 2. So 2 ways. Okay? So meaning that from here, if I want, let's just cancel. We have cancelled these 3 and these 3, they have cancelled each other. So meaning that we are going to remain with 3 raised to 2. Now the question is, what is the meaning of 3 raised to 2? So 3 raised to 2 simply means you have 3 times 3. Okay? 3 raised to 2 simply means that you have 3 times 3. Then from there, 3 times 3, it is 9. So we have done our calculations here, as you can see. These are our calculations. Then the final answer, you indicate it there. Okay. I don't know whether you have gotten it now.
Yes, sir. I've gotten it.
Wonderful. Is there any question for me? Is there any other question for me?
To me,
The question to me is just on payment.
Okay. All right. Okay. So let me just try to end my screen. Just a minute. Okay. Oh yeah. So you are saying your question is on payments?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Feel free. You can ask the questions on payments. Okay. So the payments, online tuitions, I do charge the tuition fee of 50 kwacha per week. The reason why it is 50 kwacha per week, it's because, for example, if we say we'll be having 2 lessons a week, it means that for a lesson, it is a 25 kwacha. In that 25 kwacha, 15 kwacha will be for bundles. Remember, I'm providing a way in which we are interacting. If you can check other teachers out there for mathematics, how they offer their online tuition, they will first maybe prepare videos on the board. They will maybe make a video and then forward some videos to you. That method has a limited way of interacting between you and the teacher. Have you seen? You can't interact properly. You can't ask questions. For example, Joe has asked me a question to say he didn't understand on question 2. What did I do? I went through again so that I can get a proper feedback to say is now okay with the question. So for me to effectively carry out the tuitions, the online tuitions, 15 kwacha from that 25 kwacha. Remember, I've divided the 50 kwacha into 25 kwacha if we are having 2 sessions a week. So from 25 kwacha, 15 kwacha, it will be for bundles. And then a 10 kwacha now, that will be my profit. So that's the reason why it is a 15 kwacha. Because if I can say I reduce it more, I'll reach at the extent where, like, instead of teaching, I'm avoiding teaching or I'm running away. Because maybe I'm entering into my pocket for me to buy bundles and to do other things. So it's better I say the truth, what is needed, and then from thereafter now, I provide the intensive online tuitions where we can discuss any exam question, any topic, we can solve, we can interact. And each and every lesson that we have, I can provide a video. I can record that interaction or that lesson. From there, I can share with you the video. So meaning that, one, if maybe there's somewhere where you missed, you can go through the video and understand it at your own time, at your own pace. Secondly, for example, if I told there is a colleague who missed out the lesson, by sharing the video, it will be easy for that person to follow. So that's the reason why I'm doing 2 things, providing and interacting where? 2, providing also the video of the lesson. So that is on the payments. And then on the part of just you maybe knowing me and my profession, I've been with numbers from the time I was at secondary school. I was teaching my colleagues. At that time, I was in Dola at Lufto Secondary School. From there, I went to the University of Zambia. That's where I did my bachelor's in mathematics. So I'm a well-qualified mathematician. So the time I was at UNZA, that's when I started my online tuition. Through online tuitions, I've come up with my YouTube channel. There's also a Facebook page. I know some you have seen my videos on Facebook, also on YouTube. So I've been with these online tuitions for a number of years now. Professionally, I'm actually a mathematics teacher at a secondary school where I teach mathematics. So I'm able to teach mathematics, ordinary mathematics. I'm able to teach additional mathematics. I'm able to teach A-level mathematics, that is university mathematics. I'm equipped in that. And I've enough experience and knowledge to even just me upon seeing the exam paper, I'm able to say with the exam paper how the ECZ sets their question. Even if you are preparing your exam in the shortest period of time, I can tell you to say, just go to this topic, just measure through this concept, that concept. For example, I can give you a practical example with paper 2. Paper 2, what the examiner do, most of the time, they'll bring matrices as the first question, most of the time. That is paper 2 final exam. If you can cross-check most of the exam, the first question is they will give you the determinant, and then inside that matrix they will remove one number and put a variable, and then they will ask you to find the value of that variable. The variable I mean a letter. The value of that letter given the determinant. When you do that, the second question will be calculate the inverse. Have you seen? So that is 4 marks on paper 2 matrices, 4 marks. Thereafter, quadratic equation where you use the Ohmite formula. That one saying x is equal to negative b, positive or negative, square root of b squared minus 4ac, everything divided by 2a. That question comes each and every year. So meaning that, for example, if you're writing your GCE right now, if you just master that one, you have 5 free marks. So in total 7. Thereafter, single fractions, how you can add or subtract single fractions, always comes during the final exam. That is 3 marks, single fractions. Thereafter, constructions comes. You know, there are certain ways in which the examiner sets, in whatever way they'll bring the questions, it's the same format. They use the same format. So mean that with me, I'm able to guide you through. I'm able to show you how you can utilize the format for the examiner to pass your mathematics. So that's the reason why I'm called the Math Slayer, because I enjoy with numbers. Any question for me before we end the session? Okay, so I guess there's no any question. So just in case, if at all you want to get in touch with me, I'm sure you have my contact number. I'm sure you have got my contact number. You can get in touch with me. You can call me. You can WhatsApp me. You can text me. We can interact. Then from there, we'll proceed. So this has been the Math Slayer. Continue with the mathematics life. See you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Mr. Math Slayer, Mr. Math Slayer, Mr. Math Slayer, oh, Mr. Math Slayer, Mr. Math Slayer, Mr. Math Slayer, Mr. Math Slayer, oh, Mr. Math Slayer.